Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 19 of Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. And folks, let me tell you, probably one of the worst translations I have ever seen is the star requirement for the mission we're about to do. This, folks, is the Battle of Jieting. And for those who aren't too aware of the Battle of Jieting, it involves a certain dumbass who got himself stranded on a mountain trying to call himself do a mountain downhill attack on way, only for him to be cut off from supplies, cut off from the rest of his troops, and literally have most of his troops stranded, pretty much left to die. Well, here's the thing. Our job is to rescue all the allies of Ma Su and also rescue Ma Su himself. Because after all, Shu has benevolence and they don't leave anybody behind. Well, apparently, Koei Tecmo in their infinite wisdom did not translate the star requirement that way. In the American and pretty much worldwide version, on all ports of Dynasty Warriors 8 and 8 Extreme Legends and 8 Extreme Legends Complete, the star requirement for Ma Su is to, well, for Jieting actually, is to rescue Ma Su quickly before Zhang He can get to him. What the original translation was is to quickly rescue Ma Su and his allies. That part was omitted. And let me tell you, anyone who played this game first probably ignored Zhuge Liang's instructions and just went and rescued Ma Su as quickly as they could. And they ended up getting, well, one of the terrible endings. And they thought they got the star requirement, and it turned out they didn't. And some of them didn't even know they existed. Well, guess what? That's not the case. I just went there and sold some stuff. And by the way, I'm playing as Yue Ying. Now, Yue Ying actually improved in Dynasty Warriors 8, as opposed to Dynasty Warriors 7, where she shared a staff with Xiao Yun, yes. Xiao Yun was the one with the quarterstaff. She actually shared that with him in Dynasty Warriors 7, but now she has her dagger axe back. Which, by the way, why didn't they do that the first time? Well, actually it's her scythe, but still. But her weapons are pretty much different than what Zhang He was. I meant Xiao Yun. Yes, Xiao Yu actually had fire. She actually summoned miniature juggernauts. Well, in this game, she actually can cause a hurricane, or should I say a energy wave that actually kills people in the first, well, she practically is killing a lot of people, actually, because of the fact that she's level 51 in this stage, which, by the way, is a prerequisite. Yeah, you might want to be level 51 or higher. And more importantly, bring a heaven and a man weapon. Trust me, you're going to need it.
There you are.
And you want to know why? Because these guys bring earth weapons. Yeah, that's right, they bring earth weapons.
Just as my lord predicted.
Yeah, earth is free. I just gotta remember
push on
that.
ahead.
But everybody is constantly bringing heaven weapons, so that'll make things a lot quicker. Remember, folks, bring a heaven or a man weapon. But another thing you might want to remember, do this for the other three guys as well. And Yue Ying actually has probably the better reach and the better EX skill. Her EX skill in this game, she can actually summon meteorites to come from the ground. I mean, come from the sky, sorry. All it takes is like a 6-button combination, like 4 squares and 2 triangles, and she can summon a meteorite to pretty much clear off a lot of enemies. But as you see, I am taking out officers left and right. The officers are coming in, they're gonna have heaven, they're gonna have earth, and they're gonna have... Yeah, they're gonna have heaven and earth weapons. That's basically all they're gonna have. Except for Zhang He, he's gonna have a man weapon. So that's why I said come in with heaven and man. Because you'll be able to easily get to Ma Su, no problem at all. And also come in level 50 or higher. She's practically at 52. And now that we saved everybody, we're gonna have to work our way into the middle. Now, whatever you do, word of warning, if you haven't saved anybody, Zhang He will not Zhang He will criticize you for trying to come in to rescue Ma Su without saving everybody. But if you have, Zhang He will actually commend your efforts. And if you have, that means he's coming to get Ma Su.
This was also a trap, I see.
You'll have to wait
get out of here as quickly as possible.
after you defeat Cao Hong, however. And once the events catch up, Ma Su will actually have the courage to fight. But if you miss one person, Ma Su will be down on himself. And if you miss that person, guess what?
Master
There goes the star requirement.
You are a man of extraordinary talent. We
So,
do not wish to lose you over one single mistake.
just remember 3 things. 1, bring a heaven and man weapon. 2, be at level 50 or higher, preferably level 52 or higher. And 3, do not go to the center until you kill every last person. You do that, and then just go right into here and take care of business with Zhang He, who actually has a... Yeah, she has a heaven and man weapon, yeah. He has a man weapon, and this guy has a man weapon too. So heaven would make man weak, so therefore you will pretty much own this no problem. By the way, those are the meteorites I was talking about. And I think she also sends juggernauts in 8-2, if I remember correctly. But people prefer Yue Ying because of her EX skill, and she won't be able to learn that until she's, guess what, level 40. So it's best she be at level 45. Now, Sima Yi is gonna start talking shit about Ma Su, about him being inept and all that, and he may be right, because after all, Ma Su foolishly got himself trapped on a damn mountain. But once he do that, you're gonna have to follow this idiot and do not let him out of your sight, because if he does get out of your sight, guess what? He's gonna run into a boulder ambush. And as soon as Jia Kui shows up, or Jia Ki, that's probably the best name for him, because I think the U is silent. And that's also the same guy that broke the goddamn barrier in the Luoyang raid. Never forget that. At least he didn't do a game-breaking glitch this time. But if you did things correctly, Xiao Yun will actually appear. But if you didn't, I think random reinforcements will appear. We just gotta wait for Guo Huai. And speaking of which, there he is. Let's go on ahead and kill him. And again, he's got a man weapon. It's best again to bring heaven and man, because Earth, it's gonna take too long. And as soon as we jump down here, we're gonna run into Zhang He. By the way, Zhang He is the son of Zhang Liao, who's probably dead by now. So, you just gotta beat Zhang He, because again, while difficulty does matter, the thing is, they will still have the same weapons despite the difficulty. So all you have to do is, again, bring heaven and man and you're in good shape. Now if only that idiot would show up. There you are. Yeah, sorry folks, I just got off of a cold. If I'm coughing too much, my bad. I should rest, I really should. But I do it for the fans. At least it's not COVID. Yeah, sorry about that. I also coughed in the middle of talking.
Have the advantage. There's no way we'll let you escape.
Anyway, we're almost done here. We just need to take care of some business. That was one lane. We just have to make sure that he's out of the way.
Your skills are very impressive.
And we got one more guy. The guy that's going to pursue you, trying to block your escape, is not going to change regardless of whether or not you fail to, like, save all of Masu's troops, or if you actually succeed in saving Masu's troops. But at the end of the day, we pretty much won this. And oh, by the way, you probably noticed the black lines whenever Yue Ying slashes. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is slash. That is the slash element, and that plus Cyclone equals you pretty much won Dynasty Warriors 8. However, there's some weapons that rarely have both on them. You'll have to make it that way.
Yes, you're right.
But nonetheless, folks, all we need to do is just get into the main camp and wait for this guy to show up. And when he does, the mission is over. And we succeeded in getting the star requirement.
Chancellor. This defeat has damaged the northern campaign. The fault lies entirely with me.
I am the one who put you in charge. If the fault lies with anyone, it is with me.
No! Good work must be rewarded, and failure punished. Chancellor, please make your just pronouncement.
My lord.
During this battle, we defeated Zhang He. That was only possible because he was so fixated on Ma Su.
Which means that was thanks to Ma Su. If anything, he should probably be rewarded.
Sophistry, nothing more. But it would be benevolent. Don't you agree, Chancellor?
Chancellor. This defeat has damaged the northern campaign. The fault lies entirely with me.
I am the one who put you in charge. If the fault lies with anyone, it is with me.
No! Good work must be rewarded, and failure punished. Chancellor, please make your just pronouncement.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the Battle of Jieting. I had to show off the bad hypothetical failure because that's what happens if you miss one guy. If one guy fails, that's it. Now then, we go on to by far the worst mission of Shu. See you all in part 20 for the Battle of Ching Song. This is RFman 985. God help me.